Welcome back to Cooking with the Korean. Today we're going to be making a hot honey chicken pesto pizza. Now the first thing we're going to be doing today is making our pesto for our hot honey chicken pesto pizza. So first thing we're going to be doing is making our pesto for our hot honey chicken pesto pizza. So we're going to take our trusty RoboCoupe here, food processor if you have one at home. And the first step we want to do is get our nuts all pulverized. Now, you can use pine nuts if you have an allergy to pine nuts. I prefer pistachios. Now, I have a coworker who has an allergy to pistachios, so I won't be using pistachios. Instead, I'm going to be using roasted and salted cashews. But you can use whatever nut you really want, or if you don't like nuts, just don't put in the nuts. It's just that simple. Should be enough nuts. Now, like most Hondas in California, our food processor is punched, so you need a screwdriver to start it. Kind of the consistency we're looking for here is more like sand, is what the consistency we're looking for. Pesto is not hard to make. A lot of people are really intimidated by pesto, and I think that's wrong because it's one of the easiest sauces if you want to look fancy. It's just some sort of nut. Doesn't have to be. I suppose it doesn't even have to be nuts. Spinach if you prefer. Basil definitely. It needs basil. Olive oil and garlic. That's pesto. It's that simple. You know what I mean? So now I got these nuts. Oh yeah, make sure to stick your hand in the food processor. Safety first, kids. I got my nuts down to consistency. It's almost turned into peanut butter. So now we're gonna add in our basil. All you gotta do is just tear it off like this. Throw it in there. So I guess to answer some quick questions that I've gotten in the comments so far, I'm not going to say the restaurant that I work for or work at. I don't make these videos on behalf of the restaurant. These meals get served to the staff. They're not for sale. Like, I don't make these, that's not the point of these videos, is to kind of help inspire everyone else to cook. I was inspired to start cooking off of watching YouTube and watching other videos, so my goal is to help inspire other people how to cook and just to share these great recipes with you guys out there. I'm not sharing any of the recipes of the company that I work for because those are trademarked and copyrighted and all that crap. So we're going to toss in a nice handful of spinach. Spinach just gives it a little bit more of a brighter color, as well as kind of cuts it, because basil is expensive, so if you use all basil it can be a little pricey. Also, spinach is good for you. Then we're going to add in a nice, that much of garlic. Probably even a little more. And so what we're going to do now is start our car again. Get everything nice and blended. And we're just going to turn into some sort of a green paste. That's what you're looking for. Grab a spatula quick. Now we got our spatula here, we're going to clean up this a little bit. Need some more basil, I think. All right, now as this is going now, we're slowly going to incorporate our olive oil. And that's what's going to turn this really into pesto. Right now it's more of a paste. So as this is going here, we're just going to stream this oil right in the top of our food processor. Alrighty, that looks wonderful. All right, so now we're going to take this out of here and put it in our in our bowl. And that is pesto. Let's go on to the next step. So the next step for our hot honey pizza is going to be making our hot honey. So let's get started with that. So first thing we're going to need is honey. Marcus, would you be a sweetie and grab me the honey? Thank you. Thank you, sir. He's such a doll. Honey. Pinch of salt because salt adds flavor and also brings out the flavor in plenty of different things. We're gonna look for some cayenne pepper. Cayenne in there. We're going with a little sriracha. And just a splash of Tabasco. And that's our hot honey. And we're just gonna give it a whisk and put it in a bottle. Woo-wee! That's some good stuff. Trying to show off, and look where it got me. Look where it got me. Disappointment. Alright, now that we got that all done, there we go, hot honey is done. So now we're gonna make our chicken tenders for our hot honey chicken pizza. And just like that, our chicken's done. Alright, now we're just gonna finish our hot honey chicken pesto pizza. I put the pesto sauce already on the pizza. I cut the pesto sauce with a little bit of Alfredo sauce. For some reason my camera was having difficulty recording. So there we got all our mozzarella cheese on. Now we're gonna go ahead with our chicken. I always like to make sure there's plenty of pizza toppings on my pizza. And then we're gonna give it a nice drizzle of our hot honey. Finally, a dash of mozzarella right before we put her in the oven. There's our pizza. Let's take it to the oven. All right, and here we are back with our hot honey chicken pizza. We're gonna give her a good old cut. That wasn't very straight. Neither was that one, oh well. We're not a perfectionist here. There we go. Oh. A hot honey pesto chicken pizza.